What's going on, guys? Today we are here taking a look at the OneStock by WieldVR. This is a brand new stock that just came out. Before we get started here, a couple things to mention. So one, I figured I'm going to do something different and record this video in pass-through. Because, instead of a normal recorded video, why not take it in pass-through? You can see the first-person point of view of this stock. Another thing, full disclosure, WieldVR did sponsor this video, so shout out to WieldVR. I appreciate you guys, and I'm very much looking forward to getting used to and using this stock as my primary gun stock. So first thing, initial impressions with this stock is that it is not your typical run-of-the-mill 3D printed gun stock. This is a full-on production unit. It is made of very nice, solid materials. It seems like everything is hand fitted pretty well. So as far as longevity, I don't see this breaking anytime soon. I have had some nice 3D printed stocks, but I would definitely much prefer a hand fitted stock just like this one. Now, features and adjustability of this stock. So this stock has a absolute ton of adjustments with your cups that hold the controllers, or that your controllers sit into. I'll say you have retention screws here, so you can adjust. What this is for is if you're in game and you need to adjust your back and forward placement, you can freely adjust that. So what I've done is I set it to where it's not too loose, but it's not too tight either, so it's not going to move on me, but I can also adjust it if I need to. And then the cups here, these actually swivel. You can swivel these a full 360 degrees. So that's actually really nice, because if you're playing something like Ghost of Tabor, for instance, we all know that their gun calibration in game is hot garbage. So if your sights don't line up perfectly and you need to, let's say, move the front down or up higher, or even if you need to twist it a little bit, you can do that instead of going into their gun calibrator and trying to figure it out. Because Ghost of Tabor in particular, their gun calibrator is pretty garbage. Other adjustments, the way I have this set up, which this is why I love this gun stock, is I have this set up so when I'm holding this, if I need to quickly make it shorter, the stock shorter in game for an SMG or a pump shotgun, I can just flip this with my pinky here and I can adjust the length of it. So that's super nice to be able to do on the fly. A lot of your other gun stocks, you have a button maybe that's not as easy to get to, or you need some sort of tools in order to get to that. So your length adjustment is super easy to get to, super quick. So if I needed to in game, flip that, pull it back, put my controller back, and I'm good to go. As far as your other adjustments, this piece right here is a mount for the sling. That's one of the sling mounts. Your rear controller has the exact same adjustments, tension, back and forth, and your swivel. Coming to the back of the stock here, pretty much any circular hole like this one, those are all sling mount points. So this stock does come with a sling, which is super nice. A lot of your other stocks that have the capability, you have to pay out of pocket for a sling. So this comes with a very nice soft material sling right out of the box. For your stock length adjustment, you have this multiple stages here. So all you have to do is push down and pull your stock back, and that's your stock length adjustment. Super easy to do. I've dialed this into where I like it. For me personally, I like it on the very last one. And then for the cheek height, for your cheek rest, there's a little tab right here. All you have to do is press that in and slide it up and down. Again, I have this dialed in for where I like it, so I'm not going to be messing with it. It took me a little time to figure out where I wanted it. But yeah, so those are your main adjustments there. But honestly, the length of pull here and all the different mounting points, here's one, here's one, here's one. This is one actually back here in the back. All those different mount points make this thing extremely, extremely adjustable. And gives you a ton of options to really completely custom fit this for yourself. Going into the compatibility for different controllers, I have the Quest 3 version, and this is the version, they didn't have this originally, but they came out with this as an option. This is the version that allows for silicone covers, or silicone grips to be used. So originally this was not a thing, and they added it there, so that was a nice little touch. If your order has not came yet, I know you can contact them as long as it hasn't shipped, and they can change it to the silicone compatible controller cups. And I believe they do that for free. I could be wrong, but I think they will change that for you. These are the AMVR controller grips, and I have had no issues with these fitting in at all. They do also have, I believe, they have cups for the Index, the HP Reverb G2, and the PSVR 2. Now, the PSVR 2 is top mounted. So if you have PSVR 2, they're going to connect onto the bottom just like this. And for the Quest and the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, Quest Pro, they all are bottom mounted. And so yeah, different controllers, different depending on what headset. You have a lot of options. So if you have a different headset other than the Quest, you can definitely find yours on their website. Moving on to the performance. Now, I haven't used this in particular a whole lot yet. I will say that I have had a hard time getting used to it so far. Now, I just got it a couple days ago, and I am used to a magnet system. And even though I don't have enough time with this stock yet, I already like it a lot better. I'm just not very fluid with it yet. If you look at the community manager Jeff and some of his videos on WieldVR's Facebook page, he is very quick with the stock in terms of getting the controllers in and out, and I mean, he's probably used it a lot. So I can definitely see where this stock is going to be extremely fast, especially just being able to pull the controller out and do whatever you need to do without having to worry about magnets. I think that's a big plus. I'm just not used to no magnets. So it's really just getting used to getting your hands in the right spot when you come back up from reloading. And the same for the back if you're doing a bolt action sniper rifle. Just getting your controller back in the cup in the right place does take a little bit of practice. So I do think that this is going to end up being better. The stock that I'm used to using, I'll actually show you in this drawer, is the SilentPlayz stock. This is a SilentPlayz Tomahawk, and I will do a direct comparison video in the next video. I'm not going to talk about this one too much. What I will say, however, is that I do think the WieldVR stock is going to be much, much better, especially for my needs, once I get used to it. So as an example, one of the problems that I have with the SilentPlayz stock is when I'm playing a game like Tabor, if you're rummaging through your backpack or climbing a ladder, it is very uncomfortable because, you have like a heavy weight in your hands. It's kind of awkward to climb a ladder like this or go through your backpack. Sometimes the stock gets in the way. With this here, you can just drop both controllers, let the sling hang, and your hands are completely free while you have the controller grips as well. So you kind of have everything you need with the WieldVR package. Another thing that I've never really been able to do in Tabor and Contractors because of the SilentPlayz stock, I've never really been able to throw grenades because I am a right-handed person. So if you imagine pulling a grenade off of yourself or out of your backpack and you go to throw it, you have a giant awkward weight on your hand. So you have to try and throw it like this, and it just doesn't work. It feels awkward. And if you're not used to throwing as a left-handed person, or using your left hand ambidextrously, it's not going to work out too well. So it's just going to feel awkward to throw grenades that way. So I've never really been able to use grenades in VR games ever since I got the SilentPlayz. So that is a massive thing for me with the WieldVR. As well as if you need to pick up your sidearm, you can just drop the stock with your sling and pull your sidearm up off your holster, and you have both arms free. I'm going to go ahead and throw this stock on just for demonstration purposes. So this is how I hold the stock. And if I need to pull a grenade out, you just drop the stock down and my hands are completely free. I would have the controller grips. I'm just not wearing them right now because I'm doing this video with hand tracking. And then you pick your stock back up and you're ready to rock and roll. So having the freedom and the accessibility of this stock is going to be absolutely game changing. Not just in terms of speed and agility, but also just being able to do things that I was never previously able to do, because missing out on grenades in a VR game is kind of huge if you ask me, but it was something that I kind of just got used to, and it was unfortunate, but there was not much I could do about that situation. Testing and gameplay. So today I have used this. This is the first time I've used this today. I used it for a couple hours. I am going to be going live with this stock on YouTube. And I am not the quickest with this yet. I was playing contractors today and I was getting hammered a little bit, but that's just because, again, I have not been able to have the time to get used to this cup system. I have probably a couple hundred hours in that SilentPlayz stock, so that thing was just muscle memory, and this is going to end up being the exact same way once I get used to it. But just based off of the 3 or 4 hours I played with this today, this is going to be a lot faster and a lot better in terms of performance and agility inside VR. So my final thoughts right now on this stock, again, haven't had a lot of time to get used to it. What I am really looking forward to using this on is Contractors Showdown. When that comes out at the mid to end of April here soon, this stock is going to be absolutely amazing for Contractor Showdown, as well as Ghost of Tabor. It's going to be much, much better, I think, than the SilentPlayz stock. I don't think I'm ever going to use that stock again. So what I'm planning on doing, actually, I might as well bring this up real quick. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway on the SilentPlayz stock. That is made for Quest 2 and Quest 3. So I will send the winner of that to all the Quest 2 and Quest 3 attachments of the SilentPlayz stock to the winner. Again, that is going to be at 2,000 subscribers, so all you guys have to do is subscribe to the channel. I will keep more WieldVR content coming. And as we edge closer to 2,000 subscribers, I will let you all know how to enter for the SilentPlayz gun stock giveaway. Right now, the only way that you can get a hold of WieldVR, the stock, is to use a creator code on their website. So I don't know. I think it's because they're backed up in orders. I don't want to misspeak or speak for them, but I think they've received so many orders that to buy one of these, it is invite only right now, and those are through creator codes. I will link their website down below in the description, and I will also put my creator code, which is SilentPlayz. It's spelled the same way as my channel, but again, that will be down in the description. So yeah, final thoughts. This is a very well-made stock, premium materials. Once you get used to the design of the cups here, it is a very fast and agile design, and I look forward to publishing more content with this and going live with it, because I think it's going to be an absolute game changer. So thank you guys for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, we will give away the SilentPlayz stock. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time,